So, hi everyone, a very good evening. I am making this series in order to clear the basic understanding of refinery and what all units are there in refinery, which crude oil is processed in which refinery, what are the steps of distillations, and to clear the basic understanding of refinery. But before going to refinery, we have to understand the crude oil basics, that what is crude oil and what constitute crude oil and why it is important is the crude oil only decides that what kind of refinery unit should be put in so that the distillation is easier. So that's why we are understanding first of all crude oil, then we will move to refinery basics. So let's get started. So understanding crude oil. So this is the first topic. So what is crude oil? Crude oil is a mixture of hydrocarbon, meaning hydrogen and carbon. And if we divide hydrogen and carbon, carbon is around 83.87% of crude oil and hydrogen is generally from 10 to 14%. And along with it, some traces of sulfur, nitrogen and oxygen and some metals are also found in crude oil. So based on these traces and these properties, the different refinery mechanics and different distillation units are decided later. So that is why we are starting with the basics of crude oil. So now crude oil is divided on various on the basis of various parameters. So let us go one by one. Let's start with the classification based on density. So density of crude oil is measured in API terms, and the crude oil is divided into three densities broadly, like heavy crude oil, medium crude oil and light crude oil. So what is heavy crude oil? The crude oil whose API is less than 20 or till 22, it is graded as high API and high density crude oil. And further coming to it, like few examples of this high crude oil, high density crude oil is like Maya crude from Mexico and Venezuela crude. And if we are going to very high degree of crude oils, then we can consider the oil sands of Alberta, which are even less than 8 degree API. So the medium crude oil will range from 22.3 to 31 degree API. And coming to the light crude oil, the API will range between 37 to 42. So the example of light crude oil is WTI. So this was on the basis of density. So now coming to the basis on the basis of sulfur, that is impurity sulfur. So why it is important to see these all sulfur and metals and these properties? Because when we are refining any kind of crude oil in any refinery, so there if there is high sulfur or the salts are very high, so all the units or any unit which is processing that crude oil is not ready for that much high content of sulfur. That particular unit will be destroyed, or that will be degraded due to high sulfur, and that will be non-functional. So before going to the refinery, we have to understand the basics of crude oil and which crude oil will go in which type of refinery and which type of refinery operation. So now dividing crude oil on the basis of sulfur. So I hope it is visible. So based on sulfur, if the crude oil contains sulfur greater than 0.5 weight percentage, or if we are calibrating in the terms of parts per million, then if sulfur is greater than 5,000 parts per million, then it is high sulfur crude oil. And on the contrary, if the sulfur is less than 0.5 weight percent or less than 5,000 ppm, the crude oil is low sulfur crude oil. So giving few examples of high sulfur crude oil, we can say the crude oil which come from Middle East, that is Saudi Arab, Arab light, Arab heavy. It is the high sulfur crude oil. Crude oil coming from Kuwait. Iraq's Basra is high. And then Iran oil, crude oil coming from Iran is also high sulfur crude oil. Crude oil coming from Abu Dhabi, that is Upper Zukam, that is also high sulfur crude oil. And few examples of low sulfur crude oils are Bonilite, which is coming from Nigeria, Africa. Then Murban from Abu Dhabi, and Luban from Malaysia, and Girasol from Angola. So these are few examples. These are names of, prevalent names in those countries of crude oil. So, so these were the example based on the sulfur. And also remember this Abu Dhabi country supplies both high sulfur and as well as low sulfur crude oil. So coming to the next classification, coming on the basis of structure of hydrocarbon, the crude oil is classified basis on the structure of hydrocarbon. The first is paraffinic. Paraffinic means straight chain but single bond. This is paraffin. This is isoparaffin. That is, it is having branching in it. The second is olefins. Olefins meaning straight chain but contain double bond. So here it is double bond, and this is iso, so because of the branching. And third is naphthenes. Naphthenes meaning cyclic ring but no double bonds, like cyclohexane and cyclobutane. So these are naphthenes. Then the next is aromatics. Aromatics meaning the compounds with aroma or benzene family, like we used to study in class 12th, like benzene, toluene, xylene, etc. So this was the classification based on the structure of hydrocarbon. So coming to the next division is based on acidity. So based on acidity, crude oil can be defined in the terms of total acid number, TAN, total acid number. And if the total acid number is greater than 1 milligram KOH per gram, then it is high acidic, meaning it is containing high quantities of carboxylic acid, inorganic acid or naphthenic acid in it. So this is very high acidic crude oil. Then the crude oils are named on the basis of structure also, like paraffinic crude oil, example crude oil coming from Bombay High, and naphthenic crude oil like crude oil coming from Assam, and which have both the amount of paraffinic and naphthenic in equal quantities or almost equal divisions. That is called intermediate crude oil. So this was the basic of crude oil, and I hope that you got a basic idea of how crude oil is classified. And in the next videos we will see how the distillation of these crude oils differ, and what are the distillation unit, and what are the refinery basics. So I hope that you enjoyed. Here I sign off. Thank you.